Are you ready?
It's the Rev Mel Show. It's the Rev Mel Show.
Welcome to the Rev Mel Show on TalkingSexRadio.com. Log in to chat your questions or call 818-731-7942. And now, here's your host, Reverend Mel.
It's the Rev Mel Show. It's the Rev Mel Show. It's the Rev Mel Show.
Wow, welcome to the Rev Mel Show, sponsored by TalkingSexRadio.com, and we are going to have an awesome night. We have a packed house with our live audience, as you heard. You know, they kept clapping and clapping and screaming and going, yeah. And I'm playing with this hematite stone that my producer gave to me, Solaris. So I'm playing it. I'm grounding myself. She says, you need to be grounded. So I'm playing with it. I appreciate it. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking all about tattoos. We're going to be demonstrating tattoos. And, you know, I'm too chicken to get one, so maybe I'll watch and I'll observe, and maybe in the future, maybe I'll have, you know, our guest to come back on, and maybe he'll give me a tattoo on my butt. I don't know. I really don't know. But first of all, I'd love to say thank you to the Monarch Society and to the Lear de Sade for an awesome event. Yeah, it was awesome. It was the fundraiser for Talking Sex Radio and the Rev Mel Show. It was to continue free kink broadcasting. So, and what we're going to be doing is we don't really know the total amount yet, and they're going to notify us. And as soon as they notify us, you know, you'll probably be able to go on the monarchsociety.com and take a look at it, and then we'll start posting on the amount of money that we raise. But before we begin our show, I want to personally thank every single person that came to the auction. You guys were fucking amazing. I looked around the room, and there were so many of you that are in the chat room every single Monday that were there with their $100 bills hanging out and offering it, and just it was a ball. And I think I made a really huge mistake. Now, when I got up, when I was the last person, and I was auctioned off as a dom, and I decided I would switch things around a little bit. Even though I'm not a switch, I decided that I would give an opportunity for one dominant to spank me or to play with me at the Lear, you know. So I said, you know, I would give myself up. To my surprise, I can't even barely talk about it, scaring the shit right out of me. We had one by one, we had the 18 monarchs step up on the stage. They all pooled their money together, and they won me.
Boogie.
And Boogie. Oh yes, Boogie. We can't forget Boogie. Count Boogie. They pooled their money together, and they bought me for an evening at the Lear de Sade. Understand, if you know what they mean by buying, that means I'm going to be their submissive. I'm going to be the submissive for the monarchs for one evening.
You're fucked.
Yeah,
Crockett.
my live audience is telling me I'm pretty fucked, and I agree with them. And the auction was awesome. I mean, there was a huge turnout. It was a tremendous event. It was great seeing all the wonderful faces. Boogie, which is one of our producers, he did an excellent job in being the auctioneer, and Aranea did a great job in you know, presenting everybody and bringing them up to the stage. It was a fabulous event. So we don't know how much, but as soon as we figure out how much, what we're going to be doing is there's going to be things that are going to be bought for Talking Sex Radio and the Rev Mel Show. They will be things like a new computer. There'll be things like mics. There'll be things like a router, a new router, powerful router. The computer we're looking at is a gaming computer. You know, these are things that are going to make this show a lot better. We're going to be able to air this show much quicker, much faster, without as many mistakes. But for all the people that are in that chat room right now, You guys have been so diligent in watching the show, whether we have mistakes or not. I really, really appreciate all of your support. To see your faces in that auction just touched my heart and my soul. And you guys, I want my live audience to do this for you guys. I adore all of you guys that are members on Talking Sex Radio, and this is to you guys. They're awesome. And to the volunteers, and I announced who the volunteers were. Lady Solaris, who is one of my producers. She's basically my show producer. She takes all of the stress of everything. And to Boogie, who's created all of the bumpers and all the photographs and produces the show. We thank Boogie, Count Boogie. We really do appreciate what they have done for TSR and the Rev Mel Show. And I also want to thank Meow, who comes every single week, who works as our PA. Stephanie, who comes, and Stephanie doesn't do a lot of PA, but she's adorable. She's a volunteer. She'll go get me something when I need it, like I needed the phone. Stephanie, go get it. We've only got a minute. She went and got it for me. And also, I want to thank Luna and Kitra, who comes and they help all the time. And we have a new person that has come and has been working on all the sound, and that is Madam Chrissy. And we want to thank her so much. Yes, Lars?
We'd also like to thank Scott, our cameraman.
Yay, Scott! Scott is an awesome cameraman. He's not in the lifestyle. We're trying to bring him to the dark side.
I think he's coming over. I really think he's coming over.
I think he's
come to the dark side, Scott.
I think he's having fantasies.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yes, go ahead, Meow.
You can go on www.myspace.com/touchmymeow with 2 E's, and you can view the fundraiser photos on there. They are marked friends only right now, but I will open them up to the public tonight and tomorrow, so you guys can view those. So and they're at MySpace Touch My Meow with 2 E's. And you will be also putting some of them up on, yes, on TalkingSexRadio.com. Yes, and we're also going to be, I don't know if you guys are aware of it, we are building the RevMelShow.com. Boogie is taking that over. He's building it up. He's putting up some of the shows, getting some of the photographs, which is absolutely crazy and wild. And I'm so excited. So you're going to be able to watch the show either or. So, and also I want to thank all, you guys that keep watching us. I mean, and our guests. If it wasn't for having these wonderful guests that come in, speaking of guests.
Well, no, I mean, not only that.
Yes.
I think that everyone else would say that we also have to thank you, Mel, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be sitting here doing all this stuff for this particular cause. So you thank everybody else, but the rest of us that are here, we all want to thank you because thanks for teaching us about sex. Thanks for teaching us. thanks for bringing everything to the surface, because it really is awesome that we have kink-free broadcasting.
Well, I think it's very important. I think that kink gets a bad name.
Or free kink broadcasting, not kink-free broadcasting. That would be really boring.
Yeah, free kink. and that's one of the reasons why we don't charge for you guys to come onto the site. We don't. You know what? It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be free. This is to give out to the rest of the world and to tell everybody else that we're okay. We're not these, we are kind of demented. Wait a minute. But we're not the crazy people that some people think we are in the press. And that's why we do TSR and the Rev Mel Show. And that's why we're here to support any organization. And if you want to be a guest on Talking Sex Radio, please go email us at guest@talkingsexradio.com. And we would love to have you as a guest. If you have an idea, please post it in the form and email me, and I'd be glad to talk to you about it. But we need to get to our guest. I'm really excited about this. Kind of scared of him a little bit. Because I don't do pain, as we're going to find out when the monarchs get a hold of me. But this is Captain Dave.
Thank you. Thanks. Yay me.
And he is cute.
Thanks.
Leave his penis alone.
Boogie's yelling at us to tell him to leave. I'm talking about penis since Boogie brought it up. We're going to get that out of the way.
It's not my fault.
Blame it on Boogie. Yeah. Okay. So how big is your cock? by inches?
I've never measured it by inches.
Fingers. You can show me by fingers.
Average.
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 And do you have a tattoo on your cock?
No. No.
If we did,
Oh.
we'd ask to see it.
Oh,
So,
I couldn't do that.
You could do that?
I said I couldn't do that. No.
Show
I've
your
seen
t-
it done.
Sure.
I couldn't do it.
You could do the tip of it. You could put a smile on it.
I've seen a skunk. I've seen a fly.
A skunk on a cock?
Yep. I've seen a fly.
A
And I've
fly?
seen hot rod flames.
Hot rod. Ooh.
That's about it.
Because that would hurt, wouldn't it?
I think so, yes.
Do you think you'd have to be hard in order to do it, or soft?
Either way, if it's soft, we gotta stretch the heck out of it. And, pull it with a broom handle or something. But it would probably be easier if it was hard. But I don't think a person can maintain an erection during.
Have
getting
you ever
tattooed.
tattooed somebody's cock?
No, I haven't had that pleasure yet.
What about like really close to the vaginal region?
Yes.
If you do, call us.
Yeah, we'd really
I
like
actually
to
have
see
a
it.
story about that one.
Well, tell it.
I've probably been tattooing maybe 2 or 3 months, and was working at a shop down in Orange County.
You were a newbie.
Yes, newbie, and I was trying to make money.
It's hard for newbies. I'm sorry.
It was a really quiet day at the shop. It wasn't making any money. This lady comes in, talks to one of the other artists, and the other artist comes to me and says, "Hey, you want to do this tattoo?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll do a tattoo." I was all excited and new at it and young, you ready? Like, all right. So we start talking to her, and she just wants some lettering. The words "yum yum."
Yum yum.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. Then hadn't even asked where she was putting it yet. I'm like, what kind of lettering do you want? Let's do this.
Yum yum.
And being new, I was just excited about doing the tattoo, so I hadn't even asked the question like, where is this
No wonder they asked
going?
you.
So yeah, I wrote up the lettering, and then I asked her, I was like, okay, well, we're gonna put this, and she goes, well, I'm gonna do it on my inner labia lips.
Oh.
I froze. I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh man, okay, we can't do this lettering. I'm gonna have to do something different. and she had a little 18-year-old boyfriend with her.
Uh-huh.
Who first I thought was her son.
So
until
she
he
was
was
an old broad.
until
So she had big
I sat
labia.
her down and started doing the tattoo.
The deed.
Yeah. No. But I did have to like wipe my shoulder a lot because he was over my shoulder drooling the whole time I was doing it. It was kind of uncomfortable. It was my first experience with kind of a weird customer in a sense coming in. So, but I got over it pretty quick and I handled it well.
You did a good job,
You
right?
got paid.
Yes.
You did a good job.
$200
right?
bucks
200.
for 6 letters that took me. I think it took me 10 or 15 minutes.
So you got to eat for a week.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah, you got to do you got to do the tattoo and all you can eat.
Oh, it was horrible, but it was all right.
It reminds me of that joke about the two men that are in the bathroom urinating, and one that has he pulls out his cock and he has Wendy written on his cock, and he's urinating. Another guy when he walks in, he pulls out his cock and he has Wendy written on his. He go, oh, you have a girlfriend named Wendy, and the guy looks at him and says, no,